Hello there, welcome back to the Ottomans. So, my plan of, well, vassalizing the Palatinate and otherwise trying to some extent get the whole Roman Empire to fall apart, well, the plan fell apart, so to speak. What we will be doing now is suffering a Regency Council for the next 8 years, which unfortunately doesn't allow me to do the other part of the plan, which was basically just to find myself one fitting one province minor, attack them, and see if I did lose any aggressive expansion by doing so. That was the plan. The plan is trashed. Not really too much I can do about that. What we'll be doing instead, I think, is trying to annex some of the vassals, as I said, and will also be, hopefully, I think I'll just ignore the fact they have elected status or not. And as you can see, when it comes to Austria, there's 3 more provinces that I can take before we call it a day, so to speak. And with that, we'll probably take the entirety of Holland or Netherlands European holdings, and I think that's fair. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. Missionaries are working well. I don't think I have any overextension either right now. Well, I didn't think I had, but apparently I have a ton. So the plan will be to quarters and Ansbach, and we also need to, I think... Aren't I coring them? I'm converting them. Smart. Yeah, we'll be coring them afterwards, and we'll convert Bourgogne and hand it over to Auvergne, and then we'll, I think, vassalize them, at least try. That is my plan. We'll see how it works out. We'll also, of course, once the Regency Council is off or done with, once again, what don't want to check up in here. Guess we'll reduce diplomatic tank for the time being. As I was saying, what we also will do is try to annex some of our vassals, see if that works. We could potentially also try and get Genoa as soon as we can, denied Sicily, Naples. I kind of want to get done with Italy and also Aragon and Castile, so I really need to start, well, focusing a little bit more on that, I think. But for now, we'll leave things as they are. We'll convert the county of Bourgogne, and then we'll hand it over to someone else. So, can I start the annexation of these guys? I can, just need to send them a little bit of a gift. So yeah, I'm going to start the annexation of these 4, and once that's done, I'll peacefully vassalize Auvergne, and also I think start the annexation there. Austria shouldn't be too much of a problem per se, and the reason for that is actually fairly simple. Austria do... Not only do they like me, but... We also have... Wow, these guys are bishopric, they're going to be a hell to actually annex. I think we're going to have to wait a little bit for these guys, so... About 4 points a year. 25. Need to have to wait 2.5 years to annex them. So we'll wait a little bit with our annexations here, just to make sure that I can actually annex Augsburg here. So as I said, I'll have to wait and see if we can get a Regency Council done rather rapidly. We'll see how it plays out. Wow, this is kind of interesting. Aspiration for liberty. The questionable rule of the Regency Council, the population's strive for liberty, and the desire for enactment of enlightened ideals has spurred a revolution that seems all but unavoidable. The common people has united and taken to arms in an attempt to topple the government, and thereby initiating one of the bloodiest revolutions of our time. 5 times ahead of us, 37 revolutionary regiments in Constantinople, which means that I need to get my, well, units out of there, which is kind of annoying, but perfectly fine. Armagnac is the other place, so let us just move our troops away from Constantinople. March, well, 60,000 men to keep the peace, because I don't really have anything better to use them for. Armagnac was the other place. Where the hell is that? There it is. So we're going to just march this army and this army over there, murder them all, and make sure something works. I have no idea what actually triggers this thing, which is a little bit worrisome, but we'll have local revolt risk +2 for a decade, which is annoying. But not really much I can do about that. And of course, I forgot to allow my people to get away from the capital before I fight it, which is horrible. My bad, really. So yeah, lost 2,000 cannons there. I guess we'll have to just, well, rebuild them. And then we'll kick the, well, rebels on. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. There we go, 1 rebel army done. The other should be done very soon as well. And we are going to boost our, well, we'll boost it back to 0. That should be fine. Russia has actually gone on a conquering spree here, so I might have to, well, liberate something. But it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Russia would actually be good. Would be a fun foe to fight, but that's really about it. So what we are going to do here is, well, first of all, get our troops back in order, and then we're going to destroy the rebels in Constantinople. And I apparently gained More emphasis on strong aristocracy has given the nobility means to serve the army. They are devoting more of their attention to military. One has published a treatise on military thought. Well, interesting. But I'll go ahead, get my army down here, we'll fight these guys, and we'll see how the battle ends up. Should be a very good victory for us. And I also have a military idea I can take. And we'll do so. Military traditions. Military tech costs minus 10%, which is great. And we also get a little bit better cavalry. We don't use too much of it, but every little thing helps. So as I said, I'll allow my armies to join up, and then we'll go off this 37,000 regiment army. Should be interesting. So, the rebels are just about to be hit by 80,000 men. And apparently I can choose between losing 2,259 ducats or basically go up against 3 revolutionary regiments. Governmental incompetence. The government's inability to cope with the national crisis allowed new insurrection to spring up. The population is demanding the immediate dissolution of the current administration and is determined to achieve that goal at any cost. It's nothing to be concerned about. I have, well, 80,000 men going for the capital. I have... how many do I outnumber them with? 40 to 1, something like that. More? Probably. Especially now. There's, what? How many? 285 to 3. That's the... that's the rate at which you are outnumbered. Do you want to ask for apology? But no, as you can see, it's not really something to be worried about. It's just a game exaggerating heavily how they should actually be. The only real issue with this right now that I'm currently suffering is the 1 or 2 rebels that are popping up. Other than that, I have the, well, annoying 6 stability drop, but other than that, I'm perfectly fine. So, I'll go ahead, deal with this insurgency, and then we'll see how things end up afterwards. So, I've started the annexation of 3 of the vassals. Salzburg, Tuscany, Augsburg, and I'm kind of hesitant really to go for Trier, but since Aachen has actually been formed, I think I can afford to, well, go for just annex these guys. It shouldn't be too much of a problem really. The problem will of course then be that Austria will probably hate my guts here, but conquer rival province, defend our territory, return territory, where's that one? Well, yeah. Plus 189. I just need to send someone here to improve relations, and then I'm pretty sure I will be able to annex them when the time comes. So I've started the annexation of 4 countries here, or 4 of the, well, annoying Roman Empire countries, so that's fine. I've had actually more religious rebels than rebels due to the so-called Liberty Revolt, whatever you want to call it. So I find that too hilarious, to be perfectly honest. I'm also very tempted if the Leopold here survives longer to use Austria to feed off Hungary and to some extent the northern lands here. We'll have to see. It might be possible, it might not be. I'm a little bit unsure on that matter, but I would suspect that I might be able to pull it off. We'll figure out that very soon. I'm a little bit unsure how long it actually is for the Regis Council before it ends. 3 more years, so that is great. I've been improving relations with the nation in this area. Reason is fairly simple. I want to annex them, and the easiest way to get that going is, of course, by already having a little bit of a, well, like me, gap, so to speak. So what I'm going to do is wait for the conversion of Burgoyne here to be done. It's actually done around the same time that we actually finish the Regency Council. We're going to hand it over to Auvergne, and then we're going to vassalize them. First and foremost, however, we're going to annex the 4 countries I've currently started, so we'll not be vassalizing them until the early stage, which seems to be February 1715. So we still have a lot of time ahead of us before that happens. Other than that, not really too much else to say, I think. Unified Slam would actually be quite useful here, because I'm currently having problems, well, converting everyone, and the stability cost modifier is great, but I don't know if I want to go off the Mamluks here. I probably will end up doing so. We'll have to see, but I'm not ruling it out. It is a possibility. Also, something else I wanted to check, but I completely forgot about it. So, I'll just wait for the Regis Council to end, and then I'll get back to you. Military Attack 24 has been reached. Covered way. It is a good update. Bonus facts. Commonwealth increased by 2. We can now use some new cavalry. Arme Blanche cavalry, Latin dragons, Latin hussars, and we can also build a redoubt. So basically, we get a double upgrade to our cavalry here, thanks to the fact that we use the, I guess we'll use the complete balanced ones, or do we want to use them for shock? Guess we'll use the hussars here. They work fairly well all over the pitch, it looks like. Other than that, not really too much to do here. Going to wait for the Regis Council to end. Well, bad news, everyone. Everyone is back into business again. Bavaria, the Palatinate, Galloway, Magdeburg, and Münster. Well, to some extent, getting that coalition could be a good thing. The only problem, per se, right now is that Galloway is not a member. Galloway is a member. Münster is a member. Magdeburg, are they? Probably not. No, they're not a member. Are they allied with Bavaria? They probably are. They are. So I can still pull this off, I think. I'm a little bit unsure, per se, since I'm annexing some of these guys, but that shouldn't really pose a threat now, should it? No. I can honestly not think it does. What we are going to do, however, is, as I said, declare war on these guys. I know for a fact the Palatinate, Augsburg, vassal, Salzburg, not to worry about, 3 a vassal. Münster and Galloway are in the coalition, so is the Palatinate. Magdeburg is allied with the Emperor. And yes, I am going to declare war on Bavaria, and hopefully that'll be enough to actually get myself over there. The problem is potentially that they are landlocked, and as such, I might have to take a ship to get there through Pomerania. I'm a little bit unsure, really, but I think I'm going to use one of my guys here to actually improve relations with the Danes. The goal, of course, will be to get military access, but I don't think I will. So I think we'll actually try and get Pomerania instead. Potentially we can get friendly with them. I also believe that even, or if I just get into war with the Emperor, things will be fine even so, but can't really say I care. Also, I said I wanted to go after the Mamluks. I'm a little bit unsure if Syria still has their call. They actually do. Which is great. This means that I can actually take that mission and use it to my advantage here. Conquer the Levant, and we'll do that then. I guess I can live with that. The Mamluks have me as a rival. They're allied with Morocco, Algiers, Najd, and the Golden Horde. Not anyone that I really need to fear. So what I think we'll first do here is follow on with the plan. We're going to attack the Roman Empire, try to actually get it vanished, get rid of it once and for all. And then I guess we're going after the Mamluks. But I still need to get out of the Regency Council, so I should stop blabbering and start waiting. We'll see. Well, it seems like the Frenchies are going to mess up my plans, but I'm going to accept here. Your ally, the nation of Avon, is requesting that you come to aid in the Avignon reconquest of Poitou against France, Cosmopolitan Brazil, and Cosmopolitan La Plata. This is what they started. France is allied with Brittany, Bavaria, and the Palatinate. So potentially this could actually go very badly. If I decline, they'll definitely be trashed by the French, which of course is also bad. Or is it? If they just keep one of these, I'd actually be happy. Especially if they keep Charolais, but that is probably a long shot. I'm very tempted to decline here, just because of the fact they're messing up my plans a little bit. Lose 50 prestige is horrible. But I'm pretty sure that I would actually become war leader here. But once again, we won't get Geldra and a couple of others into war. And I know that for a fact that if you're at war with the leader of the whole Roman Empire, you can't actually attack anyone else. Which puts us in an awkward spot. So, this is a horrible idea. It's probably come back to bite me. But I'm going to do a very bad thing here and actually refuse. Which is potentially a bad thing. Decline. Which means that we lose a ton of, well, relations with them. Not to be concerned about. The second thing that we kind of have to worry about by doing this is, of course, that the French might take back a lot of land. It is a possibility. This might come back to bite me in the ass, but potentially those extra calls could also be useful. I can then feed them someone else. I can always work on my relations later. It's not all bad. Well, most of it is bad, but it's not all bad. So we'll have to see if I can somehow fix those relations later. But they'll definitely lose on their own. No, it's not really a guess. So we'll see how that goes. People feel safe. Our policy of encouraging narrow-mindedness has left our people feeling secure from the dangerous new ideas that are out there. It is for the best. So the revolters apparently have changed their minds. That's what I would have presumed out of that, but here they are. 5,000 of them in Alentejo. And my general is going to kick their asses. No doubt about that. So, we are going to continue with what we've been doing. probably next time. We still have about a year left to reach this council, but it shouldn't be too much of a worry here. And then we'll declare war on Bavaria ourselves. If Auvergne is still living around that time, or if they haven't lost the war, we'll join in and we'll slaughter their troops. So, all in all, Auvergne might still live through this. We'll simply have to wait and see, but it will be interesting. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and I hope to see you around next time. Bye.